Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your brother in the struggle coming right back at you again. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, let me just tell you, and I believe I shared this with you, previously shared this with you. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason I don't get that much subscribers on my channel is obvious. See, people are not used to this truth. People are used to the lies because, ladies and gentlemen, the reality is that we as earthly creatures are living under an evil labyrinth. This satanic matrix that we live under. And by the way, it is at its end. Human civilization is on the precipice of self-destruction. But God will not allow that to happen. Because it's going to be the battle. It's going to be a battle between the humanity and the one that created humanity. Whether you want to believe me or not, whatever you think of me, besides that, that's not the point. I come here to bring you reality. I come here to bring you the truth. Can you handle the truth? I don't want to be the one to tell you, I told you so. But didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you that Donald Trump was going to win? And not by your vote. Because your votes don't count, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how many times I'm going to say this. But because your leaders are not elected. They are selected. I've been knowing this for years. Because it is obvious. See, let me put it to you like this. Humanity, the first politician that ever existed was, and that still exists, is the devil. Satan, whose heavenly name was Lucifer. And he created a system of what? Of deceit, lies, to justify human destruction. The minute that we disobeyed our heavenly creator, we begin to die. So what the devil does, ladies and gentlemen, he finds way to justify himself in destroying human life. Because he loves doing that. Okay? So your leaders are not elected by you. They are selected by the powers that be. By the people that controls the money in the United States of America, like the Rockefeller, the Rothschild. You think they were going to let this crazy woman, because ladies and gentlemen, crazy is another word for evil possession. This lady, didn't you see the way she was talking? People didn't understand that she thought, you got the impression that this lady was drunk. Her name, Kamala Harris. And they all are like that when they are evil possessed. Look at Joe. Look at Bill Clinton. Look at George Bush. You name it. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, this woman, everything that this woman stands for, goes against the very essence of God. This lady prays to her God, the Baal gods. She claimed that she prays once a day or sometimes two, to the devil. Because this woman, you cannot serve two masters, lady. You cannot on one hand support the killing of innocent babies through abortion and transgenderism and the LGBTQ plus, the whole alphabet letter. Soon it will be the whole alphabet letter, ladies and gentlemen. That's how ridiculous we have become. And that's another thing. The more ridiculous humanity becomes and the more acceptable it becomes, the more evil it is. You understand? So the first politician that ever existed and that worked its magic on our first mother, our first parents, Adam and Eve, ladies and gentlemen, they made a decision. And ever since then, we as a creator have been dying and suffering. But we can change that. We can change this. As Les Zeppelin used to say on the old rock and roll music, remember? Stairway to Heaven. There are two paths that you can go by, but in the long run, yes, there are two paths you can go, but in the long run. You know, what was he trying to tell you? Remember he said, if there's a bustle in your hedgerow, don't be alarmed now. It's just a sprinkling. You understand? Humanity has become, no wonder people don't believe in God, because he has turned the reality of a devil into a joke. And that's exactly what he wants. That's exactly what Hollywood has been pushing for many, many years. They have made a mockery out of the Bible's beliefs and realities and truth. So by going back to Kamala Harris, ladies and gentlemen, this woman was so evil, she didn't know what to do. She didn't know what to do with herself. At the end, she said, well, you know, I'm thinking about legalizing marijuana, which is something that she's been saying for many years. In fact, that's how she acts. She acts like she's drunk and high on marijuana. As I've been telling you for many years, do not kid yourself. There's a two-party system in America. Okay? The Democrats, the Democratic Party, and the Republican evils. Republic evils. So the same. They're all the same, ladies and gentlemen, because they are controlled by the Freemasonic leaders in our society, whether you want to accept it or not. One may look different than the other, but America is Freemasonic society. In fact, the first president of the United States, according to their history, of course, what did I say is a lie, because there were 16 presidents before George Washington. He was a Freemason. Or are you going to deny that as well? You're going to tell me that I'm some tinfoil hat crazy guy. Her election was doomed the minute she picked this gentleman, this wacko from Minnesota. I mean, did you see this man acted? And what did he say on one of the, I met school shooters. Ladies and gentlemen. Now, you may say, well, Ruben, they almost got away with it because of the media. The media, well, let me tell you about the media. Do you know what the word mediums comes from? Or the word media, which means in the middle? It comes from the Latin word, medius, which is also, it's like, and that's what in spiritualism, that's what it is. a person in a trance gets a hold of a devil, and that's been a fact through human history, is a conveyor of information. So the media, ladies and gentlemen, has lived up to its essence. These people are evil. Media, mediums. Okay? The whole entertainment industry is evil. And that's another thing. Did you see? And please take a look at some of the links that I will send you. Did you see the stars that came in? People that actually invoke the devil. And you're gonna sit right there and look me in the eye and tell me that this woman, Kamala Harris, isn't a witch. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, let me just tell you what happened. In the beginning was the devil, right? After humanity was created, he was going around and he was going to start things up. And he was going to put, and the creator, the heavenly family, was going to put this newly creation on earth to the test of loyalty. And we have miserably, and I can surely tell you that we fail on this, big time, miserably fail. The fact is that we die every single day. But when you're on this path, you will live and you be part of the purpose for which we were created in the first place. Are you going to earn that? Or are you going to be like the whole world? I mean, you take a look at these people. Okay? My body, my choice, woman says. No. When you have a human being inside of you, it's no longer your choice. It is your responsibility to give birth. Oh, Ruben, what about incest? What about rape? Don't matter. Don't matter. Whatever God allows to be put inside of you, ladies and gentlemen, you will have. You will not disrespect life. But they come up with all of these excuses. Why? Because that has been the excuse that people have done through a history. In fact, and I did a video on this, one of Noah's sons, after they came out of the ark, after the flood, raped his own mother. If you're not clear on this and you want me to refresh your memory, I will. This young man got possessed and he raped his own mother. You may say, how? Well, because after they settled down and they all came out of the ark, it was only 8 of them that were, remember? Noah's 3 sons, their wives, Noah's and Noah's wife. Okay? 8 human beings. And Noah, he saw a beautiful vineyard. I mean, it was so beautiful. And he made wine out of it. And he drank wine and he got blasted. And he got sleepy. And he slept like a baby. And his son came in, saw the nakedness of his dad, couldn't resist, and raped his own mother. That's where the Canaanite folks came from. Okay? All right, but that's another subject. Let me just tell you. Let me just talk to you about what happened in America and what's happening and what's going to be happening in America soon. So I told you, even before Biden came into power, that Donald Trump was going to be the last president. So whether you want to believe it or not, humanity is living under the last pope and under the last president. That's how close we are to the coming of our Savior, whom the world called Christ. By his name is Yahushua. Yahushua. Okay, so the devil created a system of religion, scientific community, and politics. And of course, the gravy on top, the entertainment industry and all of that. And there we are. And of course, the unfair judicial system. Ladies and gentlemen, and we have lived under that system. And you have followed that system. And see, when you put your hope in man, you are doomed. Because man cannot save himself. Donald Trump cannot save himself. So why are you going to put your hope in man? You put your hope in the Creator. Remember what Christ says? And I'm going to use that name Christ so a better understanding. You remember what Christ said to Pilate in the Roman Empire? My kingdom is not of this world. What he meant was that, hey, this is not the time for me. I came here to die for everyone's sin upon this earth. Okay? For the sins of the lost 12 tribes of Israel. Not the Kabbalistic, evil, fake Jews whom the Rothschild put in there by buying the land from the Rothschild back in 1948. In fact, did you know that those Jewish people do not even believe in Christ? You tell me if they are the real Jewish, the real chosen people of God. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm giving it to you real. Okay? I'm giving it to you raw. You take it or leave it. I told you that this was coming. There it is. And I know what you're going to say. Well, Ruben, but wait a minute. You said that before Biden came on board. Yes, I did. But let me ask you this. And Biden was elected. Yes, but let me tell you this. Is Biden new to the scene? Is Biden new to the scene? No, that man didn't count. He was previously a vice president, and he's been in politics for about 50 years. They just used him. He was just a one-term use, so that he can create all this chaos by opening up the borders. Ladies and gentlemen, again, what did I say? Humanity is so ridiculous. We are so stupid. If we are trying to prevent another 9/11, which, by the way, that it also goes to show how evil this man, the whole system is. This man came and created all this chaos, all this mayhem, so that people will see Donald Trump as the savior. Everything was planned. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the United States is living under its last president before their new world order comes into place. Of course, they're going to make you believe that, oh no, we're done. Oh no, no. Okay, and by the way, don't you see what is happening with all these assassination attempts on Donald Trump's life? Yeah. Don't you know what's happening? Don't you see it? It's to condition society for what is coming down the pipe. Okay, so like when it happens, which is in the plans, that people are gonna say, well, they tried, they finally succeeded. You understand? See, ladies and gentlemen, the reason Kamala Harris and the devils, this evil woman didn't win, is because this new administration coming in is a reprieve for those people that wants to decide which way, I mean, reasonably and logically, you're gonna have to make a decision which side you're gonna be on. Because if this lady would have won, even the devils would have said, man, it's not fair. Even he would have said, because the devil doesn't like to be too obvious. And that's what this lady did. She made evil so acceptable and so obvious. And so and she was part of a Sodom and Gomorrah administration. You have the Secretary of Transportation, for instance, gay. You have bisexual everywhere. Secretary of the Press, Pierre, a woman that takes pride in saying, well, I'm the first black and gay person to be, you understand? They take pride in going against God. Okay? So everything that this woman and what this administration stood for was against God. America is the second beast, ladies and gentlemen. I told you, I've been telling you for the longest. You understand what this truth is it sounds too weird, too strange to the human mind, because we've been living under a freaking deceitful brainwash system. Okay? I mean, do you see the speech that this girl who admit, Cardi B from the Bronx, who admitted she admitted in the past that she used to make men drunk and steal from them. Because remember, this girl came out of a strip joint. She was a stripper. You understand? Now you may say, Ruben, so yeah, exactly. Why did all those stars started endorsing Kamala? All the celebrities endorsing her? Well, because they are compromised. Remember the P. Diddy tapes? They were all compromised. From J-Lo to Usher, Eminem, Oprah Winfrey, all of them, ladies and gentlemen, they are all on video. So it's like, J-Lo, I'm sorry, you probably don't want to remember this, but let me just tell you, you're gonna have to endorse Kamala Harris, because if not, then here you go. I'm gonna destroy your career. And since they have already sold their soul to the devil, their mind to the devil, they call it soul, but it's actually their mind. Their spirits to the devil. They say, we might as well. I'm effed up anyway. Might as well. Well, let me keep having fun. But don't forget what it says in Matthew, in the book of Matthew. Huh? What does a man gain by winning the whole world and losing his soul, his spirit? So all of them were compromised. That's why this young man was created. P. Diddy was a creation of the system. I mean, this man the rabbit hole is so deep that you're not ready for what P. Diddy has to, the P. Diddy whole story. I mean, from satanic ritualistic at 12 a.m. and the freak-off party. You understand? Ladies and gentlemen, I know because I walked under the devil's the devil's footsteps. Remember what I tell you? I used to be a drug trafficker back in New York. But I woke up. I hope you did too. I hope you did too, and I'll be praying for you all. Because we are the end. America is going to be done. Did you know that Iranians have cells all over the United States ready to strike? Do you know that there's a woman online, I'm going to send you the links, where she goes around teaching people to poison drinks, men's drinks, to kill them. What they call it? Aqua tofana. Anyway, you're going to see. And you're going to see what aqua tofana really means. They admire this lady, which killed 600 to 700 abusive men. She taught women how to poison them. Okay, I have a question for you ladies out there. Why will you stay with an abusive man? I mean, you gotta have some dignity. You gotta have some self-respect. Oh, they didn't know any better. Also, wait a minute. So since they didn't know any better, the best option was to off their man, to kill the man. You see, we don't make any sense. So this lady is teaching ladies how to poison men, those who supported Donald Trump. And then you have witches too, working, doing, you name it, to prevent Donald Trump from winning. Little do they know that Donald Trump was destined to be in power. This is the time of reprieve. This is a reprieving time for the United States of America. Not to be fighting amongst ourselves, but that is exactly what the media, living up to its name, to its evil essence. Okay? That is exactly what it's doing. Okay? Anyway, I just wanted to come out here and tell you and to remind you of what is happening here and what awaits America, ladies and gentlemen, is, again, this is reprieving time. Which means God is going to give you time. God allowed this man to be in power. That doesn't mean he's good. No man is good. No one is good. We are all sinners. We are all evil. In fact, universities, the United States university and colleges have brainwashed their kids and taught them communism, socialism, and to turn them into liberal. You know why? To turn them into atheists. And that is exactly what we got. People believing in the theory of evolution, that we and creation came out of nothingness. But here we are. See? So ridiculous. We don't make sense. But it's okay. This whole world is going to end soon. But it's not going to end the way you see people making fun of, you see homeless people, the end is near, or what the religions have been telling you. No, ladies and gentlemen. It's the end of this system, and the devil knows it. That's why he's working overtime, man. That's why you see all these killings and all this mass shooting and all these ridiculous deaths all over the planet. From Israel. In fact, Israel is being used to bring about the new world order soon. All right, so here we go. So do not get it twisted. Okay? The stars' endorsements really fall into place, and they made themselves too obvious. I mean, you have, for instance, like I said, Eminem telling you about what? Glorifying that he's the devil, Lucifer. You have Usher, a man who's on tape having sex with P. Diddy. They were all compromised. America is about to implode, ladies and gentlemen. Are you gonna take on the attitude of like, let it roll? If America is the Titanic and it is sinking, I'm gonna go down with her. Okay, it's up to you. I'm just here to giving it to you raw and straight from the hip. They already work what they claim to be the minority, black and Hispanics, which are the chosen folks, the true Israelites in the Bible. Now that doesn't mean that the white man is the devil. No. We are all God's creatures. In fact, God admires much, much more white folks coming over on his side than his own chosen people. You understand? Because you're not supposed to do this. You are not supposed to think this way, because you are descendants of Edom, of Esau. That's why we live under a what? Edomite system. I mean, look what is happening in France, ladies and gentlemen. They were parading the other day, and they do this every year, parading statues of bears and Lilith, the sex goddess, the seductress. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, these are the descendants of Esau. This man is a fool, ridiculous, and people gather around as if it's like, oh, nice, beautiful. Oh, art. Are you kidding me? But it's okay. The mass deportation is explained, is the beginning of the end. It's the beginning of suffering for God's people. Jeremiah chapter, hold on. Jeremiah chapter 30th, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he should be saved out of it. So the descendants of Jacob, ladies and gentlemen, are going to go through hell. And they deserve it, because we have forgotten our Creator. See, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you the way it works, and then I'm done. If you don't have a strong relationship by following the 10 Commandments, the real 10 Commandments behind me, reading your Bible and praying to Him at least 3 times a day, is there any purpose for you? No wonder people think that, ask themselves, what is life? What is the meaning of life? What is the purpose of life? Because they don't know. They don't want to know. But it's in the book of the Bible. In fact, it's in the first chapter of the Bible, verse 26 to 28. It tells you why the God family created us, the purpose. But the minute we disobey our Creator, the devil became all power was given to him by default. It was given to him because it is, see, this is the power of the mind. That's why I said to you, politics. He was the first politician, and look at people, they still believe in the vote count. No, it is a psychological trap, exploiting your emotions. And who else does this? Your religions, which was inspired by the devil himself. In fact, through human history, empires, through human history, human civilization, empires, men have always worshipped gods. Babylon system, the Akkadian Empire, which was the first, the Sumerians, which was Akkadian Empire, was the first empire. And by the way, remember what I said? The existence of demons and the devils, ladies and gentlemen, is the most miserable existence that there is. Why? Because these people are looking for a host. They have always possessed people throughout history, and this whole world is possessed. That's why we are ridiculous, because we have something inside of us that is not supposed to be there. So there's a constant fight inside of you. That's what I call the inner battle. It is time for you to decide and come clean, because we humans exist on what? On rhythm, frequencies, and vibrations. Rhythm is the daily life that we live. Frequencies are the decision time. Where is your frequency? Is it with the devil? Are you working the Ouija board? Have you sold yourself to him? And the vibration is what you put out. That's why I get so emotional when I tell you these things, when I share this truth with you. Okay, so it is the most miserable existence and the most boring of it all. Why? Because, once again, why? Because he knows that he will be destroyed. So the goal is, in this spiritual battle, is to take as many humans as possible. Now let us read 2 verses of the Bible, and then I'm done, okay? Now let us go to 1 Peter. 1 Peter just bear with me. 1 Peter, okay? Chapter 5, I believe it is. Chapter 5 and verse 8. 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. So there it is. Verse 9. Whom resist steadfast is the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. And the last verse is, which is connected to that, is, of course, Ephesians 6, verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principality, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. That's your government. That is your religious institution. That is your scientific community. That's your NASA that have lied to you, telling you that you live in a freaking globe and that there's billions of planets out there, when the whole planet concept came from the Greek Empire, whom gave names to stars like Mars, Saturn, Jupiter. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, after all we've been through, people are going to celebrate Christmas, which is another pagan day. See how the devil works? He's got you celebrating his birthday, Halloween, his holidays, and then New Year's Eve. Which is dedicated to the Roman god named Janus, the god with two faces, in the past and the beginning and the end, the past and the present. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your blindfolds and see the spiritual potential that the unlimited spiritual potential that you have inside of you. Establishing a strong relationship with your Creator. Now you see what this channel have 500 and something videos, and yet only 135 subscribers, because this knowledge is only for the few. It's like when I was in the Marines, when I came out of high school back in 1985, from John Jay High School. Okay? John Jay High School in Brooklyn, Park Slope, Brooklyn. Okay? By the way, I'm going to give you right I came out of I joined the United States Marines. Remember Full Metal Jacket? That is exactly where I took my training. Powers Island, South Carolina. This is all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, I do this video out of love for you. But, and as I always say, I don't ask you for anything. I will not sell you anything, because this truth is given to you free of charge. You cannot buy or sell truth. You only share it. So if you want to spread this word, share this. But then again, if you do share it, you got to be careful who you share it with, because they may not be your friends. Okay? Remember what Christ said. That he came not in peace. He came to bring war. Son against his mother. Daughter against her mother. Sons against his dad. Woman against her husband. And so on. By the way, I'm going to give you a preview of my next video. It's going to be talking about what is happening again with weather modification, which I have shared with you. I'm also going to be talking about the feminism movement, which have destroyed the family, which have this woman walking around and around here saying, "Hey, it's okay. I have like 5 abortions already, and I'm going to have more." Okay, hey, like I said, we all make our decisions, and we're gonna have to live with those decisions, and then we die with those decisions, and then we are going to be judged based upon those decisions. Because the final judgment, the day of reckoning is near. May God bless you. Love y'all. Take care.